With December now being around the corner, I figured it was a good idea to make a little bit of a status update of what's currently going on with AVA and when we're hopefully are expecting to see the game return. So first things first, I think it's very important to start this video by saying that there's no new information and that I have no announcements to make. I'm merely making this video just to explain a little bit as to what's going on. And just to give you a little bit more insight on the processes that are currently going on and why at this moment, so on the 30th of November, we still don't have any definitive dates. So first things first, what have we actually received in terms of information? And I think with that we can clear up something straight away, something that has been misunderstood for a while, and that's the announcements coming from NeoWiz. As for now, believe it or not, we have not received an official, any official information from NeoWiz and no official announcement. The only thing we found from NeoWiz is that teaser website that we could find at avaonline.global. That's the only thing that we found so far. But that's what we as community people found, made a video about, and after checking with NeoWiz, we're able to confirm that this was a legit website. This does not mean that this is an official announcement coming from NeoWiz because they themselves have not made any announcements. I think that's very important to clear up as to why people are thinking, why isn't NeoWiz giving any status updates? Well, simply because they haven't made any announcement yet. The announcement that they will make at some stage will be when the game is going to be released, and that will most likely be an announcement for a date for a closed beta. At least that is what I assume. Can of course be different, but very good chance that is going to be an announcement for a closed beta. Hopefully that we'll get that in the very near future, but delays are also possible, and that is the next topic that I want to tackle. As I mentioned, we are the last day of November. The website said release for the game in December. You would assume 2-3 weeks in advance an announcement comes around. The holidays are in between as well, so it doesn't give us any leeway really, and especially if you want to do it 2 weeks in advance, you would kind of need an announcement either this week or very early next week, if that's still going to happen in December. So I spoke to a couple of people, try and get a little bit of information, and I found out a little bit about the processes going on. I can disclose a couple of things. Some other things I can't disclose, but I'll just make it clear just so that you have a slight idea of what's going on. First off, as per information last week, there is still a chance that the game is going to be released in December. At least that is what I've been told. Personally, I don't think it's going to happen in December. But again, I'm going off of the information that I've heard. There is still a chance that's going to happen in December, so I'll stick by that information. But as said before, because December is already close, that would mean that an announcement has to come very, very shortly. Secondly, which is also important to note, is a news article that came around on news.naver.com, which is a website that keeps in touch with, at least as far as I know, Korean news. This was linked to be by one of the guys I know within the community who also play Kava. They mentioned, I'll link the article in the description, but they mentioned to me that in the article they speak about the fact that the NeoWiz building has been closed down on the 27th of November because a person working at another company called XL Games, who shared the same building, had a confirmed case of COVID-19. As a result, the buildings have been closed down and all of the employees are working from home. What is important to note, because this is happening, and because you're working with a game that you're developing, actively coding, and getting ready for launch, this will mean further delays. I currently do not know when the company is set to reopen, but as you can imagine, it can possibly take a couple of weeks, and that can further influence the release date of our global AVA version, which is again another reason why I believe that it might be delayed and that December is simply a deadline that at this stage cannot be met, especially with the news that's been out there. This is important for you guys to know so you have a little bit of an idea of what the status currently is. Then if we go back over the last couple of months, there has been some development internally. Of what I've understand, it is clear who the publisher is. although that cannot be disclosed at this stage, at this moment in time. But as far as I know, a publisher has been chosen, but the announcement of an official date has yet to come. So the process is ongoing. There is new information. Well, there are new updates. It is progressing along the line, but as said, it might still be delayed. So this is a little bit of a summary as to what's been going on. I hope that gives you a little bit more insight as to what we are to expect for the AVA global version to return. The information pretty much still is as is. There's not really any new information. The only thing that we should still do, and we're already doing for the last couple of months, just wait for any new announcement, an official announcement by Neowis, if that's going to come in the form of an article that's going to be on a Facebook page. I cannot tell you that, but as soon as we know, I'll make sure to share it in the Discords, on Reddit, on the Facebook groups, on Twitter. I'll make sure to share it anywhere that I know. So for now, just sit out and wait. An announcement will hopefully come very, very shortly. Hope that gives you a bit of an update. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you soon in the game. Bye.